Please nobody be under this filter.
What time is it?
Is it 12?
At night.
Oh my gosh. We've been working for a while.
We're gonna die out here.
Hey guys, welcome back to Spinning with Matt. Now, on to aquarium stuff. This is a 75-gallon aquarium. If you guys have been keeping up with me, you should know that. Obviously not the topic of this video, but I did want to give a little bit of an update on it. So, as you can see, it's dark because there's no light on it, so that's helpful. But also, it's dark because the middle section is filled in with water. Now, if you guys remember, I didn't want to do that. I originally wanted to fill in just the back portion there. I'm gonna get some cinematics so you guys can see because I am not doing it justice right now. Originally, what I wanted to do is I wanted to have the back 15-gallon corner for fish. I wanted the front, like 3-gallon corner for a pea puffer. And the middle was going to be for a community of anoles, probably a gecko, stuff like that. What's going to happen instead now that I've been thinking about it for a while, is we're still going to have pufferfish in the front, either that or shrimp. I guess I'm still undecided. In the middle, we're going to have a big aquarium. Now, depending on how things go, it's either going to be a knife fish that's at the center of it all, or it's going to be pearl gourami. I really like pearl gourami, but Zach needs some help with rehoming his knife fish, so it might be that we hold the knife fish for a while and then move on to the pearl gourami. And that leaves the back left corner. Now the back left corner is almost definitely gonna be for crested gecko, if not gargoyle gecko, if not, you know, like anoles, something like that. If you guys wanna leave suggestions in the comments, that would be very appreciated. And also if you guys have any ideas for this middle section here, it's about like 40 to 45 gallons. No idea what I'm gonna put in here. Some ideas actually, but we'll talk about that at the end of the video. And then of course, in this video, we're talking about the 40-gallon aquarium, which has been set up for quite some time. Is that my girlfriend? This is the 40-gallon. If you guys have been following, you know it's been up for like a year. It feels like a lot longer, but it's been up for a year. It's been pretty stabilized. Is that Velcro that I hear? So yeah, this aquarium's been set up for a while. Basically, I want to redo some things tonight with Hope. We're gonna rescape it. I'm thinking we're gonna stop with the whole river style thing. Originally I wanted it to be river styled because we have that big filter in the back. It's got that spray bar, and the spray bar points it down along the driftwood, which makes it feel like a river. And you get those nice behaviors from the ghost catfish and the Borneo loach and the Farluella especially, because they love swimming directly into it, kind of waiting for food to fall downstream. Unfortunately, that didn't really pan out because since the current is going straight down and there's no water movement at the surface, there's no gas exchange. And if there's no gas exchange, the fish can't breathe. That's why maybe in previous videos you guys saw that my fish were kind of gasping for air. They were flaring their lungs they were flaring their gills pretty rapidly. So I didn't want that, and I think that as a result of it, I'm just going to take this as an opportunity to rescape once again. Now this rescape is going to be focused around the Bolivian rams. You guys already know that. We might take that and run with it. We might put a bunch more Bolivian rams in here. We might put the knife fish in here, depending on how things pan out. So as you guys can probably tell, things are still very much up in the air, but what is for certain is tonight we are going to rescape this, and I hope that you guys like it. Hi guys, so quick intermission. You're not gonna see the rest of the cinematic for the 40 gallon. You're gonna see it eventually, I promise, but you can't see it right now because Zach gave me a bunch of his fish. And if you guys wanna see what those fish are, make sure you watch till the very end of the video where Hope and I examine them. Back over to you, Matt. Hey guys, welcome back to the desk. I've got a lot of schoolwork to do, so let's get right into it. So, Hope and I went shopping a little bit. We got extension cords, we got power bars with timers on them for a light, and I also got a few other things. This I got from work. I have no idea what it is. I think it's a UV sterilizer. I don't know how to plug it in. I have no use for it, so I'm gonna give it away probably. We also got this big old Marineland LED light for my little brother's 20-gallon aquarium. If you guys don't remember it, you might have to go back in the videos a ways. It's right here. It's not the best quality video, but if you want to know what I'm talking about. So let's waste no time and let's throw some lights on there. Now, I would like to try out one thing while I've just got the extension plugged in, and that is this light right here that came with the custom hood for the aquarium. Apparently it's like a purple or a blue light, so let's test it out. Okay, hopefully this doesn't kill me. Nothing happened. I do not understand. Okay, it doesn't work. Carrying on. There we go. Well, now we can get a look at how absolutely tea-stained this aquarium is, and it'll look like something more than a glass box behind me. And don't worry, if you were thinking about how Ethan's gonna see that his birthday light is on my YouTube channel before he's gotten it, this video is gonna come out way after his birthday, way after this thing's in his hands, so. Okay, so how about that? It's a little bit more lit now. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the tea stain if we had the right kind of fish to put in there. Maybe we will just do the knife fish in there for a while. I think that'd be pretty sick, actually. In the tannized water, and then all of a sudden you see this knife dart through it. Be kind of cool. On that note, what are the plans for this aquarium? For this little boy right here. The plan for this aquarium, first of all, kind of a structural thing, is we're gonna move it that way. So it's gonna be on the other side of those Lego shelves, if I can just, so it'll kind of be like right here at the end of my bed, and all these Lego shelves are gonna kind of go sideways and back this way, so they're out of the way. And I think that'll be a really nice backdrop, so I can kind of talk off to the side like this, and you guys can see whatever's in there, whatever's going on, and we can just talk about stuff, have a nice heart-to-heart, you know? As far as what's going in this aquarium, though, I kind of gave a brief idea of it before, but what I'm thinking is it's gonna be mostly focused around corridors. I've wanted to have corridors back for a long time. Hope has some corridors right now, or she has one corridor right now. We haven't showed you that yet. We haven't shown you that yet because we just kind of got it randomly from the store and we didn't have time to make a video. So that might go in this tank actually. And this is gonna have like a bunch of different corridor schools in there. We might have a school of bronze corridors, emerald corridors, I think could be really cool. Julie eyes, stuff like that. We probably won't go too crazy with the amount of corridors in there because we don't want to overload the bio. And also, I forget who it was. You know who you are in the comments. You suggested pearl grommies, and I love pearl grommies. I really missed having pearl grommies, and so we might throw like a small school of them in there. We might do like 3 to 5, something like that, because they do get fairly large, and I don't want them to crowd each other out, just in case they do get a little bit territorial, which they have been known to a degree. The final few touches will be, other than hardscape, we'll go into that later, the final few touches will be a nice big school of silver tip tetras, I think. I was going to put them in the 40 gallon, now I'm wondering if they're best in this tank. And then in the case that there's algae, I want a bunch of Borneo loaches in there, hillstream loaches, stuff like that. I think it'd be really cool seeing these little stingray dudes dance around the driftwood, kind of chasing after each other, staking out little territories, changing those territories, and just being super interactive and interesting to watch. The plan, of course, for the back left corner, which is right there, that'll be for a gecko probably, maybe a Knowles. That's a little bit still up in the air. I think we're gonna leave that until kind of later. You know, right now school's ending for me. It might be starting for you because these videos are out of order, but school is ending for me. At least the first semester of it is. So hopefully I'm going to be able to get some substrate in there, both for the terrarium part and for the aquarium parts, and just get the ball moving with that. Then of course the front right corner, at least for me, the front right, is going to be a pea buffer, I think. And the purpose of that is pea buffers are cool and they're super intelligent and they love looking around at stuff. So I think it'd be cool for him to kind of look and see the gecko and like look and see all the other fish without ever having to be worried about, or without me ever having to be worried about them nipping at the pea puffer or the pea puffer nipping at them. The puffer is also going to be super useful for whenever Hope has too many snails in her tank, which is pretty much all the time, because I'll just be able to throw some of those trumpet snails in there and hopefully he'll deal with them. That's kind of it for the 75 gallon, although I'm completely open to any more suggestions that you guys have. As for the 40 gallon, might put the knife fish in there. Maybe. I'm not quite sure yet. I am a little bit worried about aggression. I don't know how he's going to get fed because he's kind of nocturnal. I just don't know if he's the kind of fish that I should be keeping, although I really want to help Zach out and give this fish a good home. I just don't know if I have the right home for it. It's up in the air. You might still see it on this channel. You'll just have to wait and see. If the knife fish does not go in the 40 gallon, this is my idea for it. First off, we thin out a whole bunch of the fish. They're like, I was talking about how it's just constantly dirty in there. It was so funny. Hope last night, she's like trying to vacuum everything out while we're rescaping it. And she's like, it's never ending. Like the mulm is never ending. You can't get all the fish poop out of there. And she was frustrated by that and it was pretty cute to watch. But that's a bit of a problem for me. There's just so much fish waste in there because there's so many fish in there. And maybe I should be doing more water changes because there might not be enough plants in there because the plants can't really grow in there. So it might just have to be that I have less fish in there and I do more water changes. But for the fish that I do want to put in there, I'm thinking it's going to center around Bolivian rams. I don't know what it is about these guys, but they are super cool to watch. They're like the cichlid that everyone should have. I know German blue rams are pretty cool, but I hear a lot of issues with them. I think it's a difficult time feeding them and temperatures whack or something like that. Bolivian rams, pretty easy. I'd say the only problem I have with them, and we'll go over this in a care guide, is that they tend to not eat pretty much anything. Like I think all they've been eating so far are the snails and the plecobites, the fluval plecobites that I throw in there. So the reason that we rescape that, and I was talking about it before, is for the Bolivian rams, because I want them to have kind of no territories anymore and a lot of blocks in line of sight and stuff like that. Just make it better for cichlids. So now what I want to do is I want to put in maybe two more Bolivian rams, maybe 3 more. I want to see if I can get them to pair up, if I can get them to start breeding, you know, like 2 just kind of separate from the rest of the group, go to the back corner and they have eggs, and maybe that front corner on the 75 gallon I don't use for a pea puffer and I use for raising fry instead. I don't know. That's pretty much it for the update. I like the scape. I like how it's more spread out. You know, it's not just one piece, this one piece of driftwood that's kind of connected to everything. It feels like everything's more, you know, there's a lot of different territories. And I don't know if it's better, but I like seeing something different in the tank. In the next video, we're probably going to get all my Black Friday stuff going on. We're probably going to get a heater for there. We might get another filter for there. I have an aqua clear right there. I might use that on there. Not quite sure yet. But we're just going to get a bunch of equipment for there. Maybe for the terrarium as well. Not too sure. I don't even know if they're going to have sales at my store, but we'll have to wait and see. As always, if you guys like this video, make sure that you like it so that you can prove it to me. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Hey guys, so you made it to the end of the video. Welcome. There's Hope's Coolidge Aquarium. Hi Hope. Hello love. And now we're gonna look at the super cool fish that Zach gave me. So first up, Coolie Loaches. You want to show those to the camera? They're pretty. They're not a bad size. They're not as old as mine, but are there 2 in there?
Yep.
Cool. And now for the other fish, which are going in my tanks. The Coolie Loaches are going to add to Hope's Coolie Loach swarm, and now these fish are going to go in the 40 gallon, and they're the reason why You couldn't see the cinematic earlier in this video. So, yeah.
They look like a small intestine.
So there.
Wait, I didn't know there was two.
Yeah, so there's the pearl gourami. Guys, this is actually the pearl gourami that I had months and months ago that I gave to Zach. She's looking so much bigger now.
Okay, he looks like a log of poop.
And then there's the knife fish in there. He's actually a lot smaller than I thought he would be. I think he'll be okay with my guys in the 40 gallon for a bit. But yeah, so if you guys want to see these guys go into the 40 gallon, make sure that you watch next video. Thank you for staying for an extra minute and a half. We love you guys. Bye.